So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Roodee Micah Tumambing. I'm from BSED-SCIENCE third year college. So I'm going to report about the anatomy and physiology. So anatomy and physiology are two of the most basic terms and areas of study in the life sciences. So yung anatomy and physiology is basic terms ng study sa buhay ng siyensya. Anatomy, study of structures and relationship between body parts. So anatomy is all about the body parts, while physiology refers to the study of the functions to those structures. So kung anatomy naman is sa body parts, yung physiology naman is the function of those structure. So importance of anatomy and physiology. Anatomy and physiology will teach you about the human body's complexity and the numerous systems that make it up. It's essential for medical and by studying and working in the professions. You'll be helping to enhance the health and well-being of others. So yung anatomy and physiology, kaya siya importante kasi ito ay ituturo sa kung ano yung mga body complexity like ito medial, and ito is the lateral. Also, the numerous system like the body parts of the organs that make it up is essential for medical. Of course, yung anatomy and physiology nasa medical na siya. And ito din ay pinag-aaralan ng mga professional para mas matutunan pa nila kung ano yung kahalagahan ng anatomy and physiology. So applications of anatomy and physiology. First, we discuss first about the application of the anatomy. Anatomy is not only one of the most important medical courses, but it also aids in the development of medical specialization. Anatomy not only studies structure and morphology, but it also has a long history of anatomical geographers. Why anatomical geographers? You know, geo means the earth, meaning you can study the body structures like in earth. So hindi lang siya pang body parts or everyday structure, also pwede siya sa mga pang earth and lupa. So dito naman tayo sa application ng physiology. Physiology helps us to understand how the body works in health and how it responds and adapts to the challenges of everyday life. It also helps us determine what goes wrong in disease, facilitating the development of new treatment and guidelines for maintaining human and animal health. So hindi lang siya for function of the structures. Yung physiology din is nakakatulong din siya kung anong mali dito sa disease na ito, nakakatulong din siya kung anong mga treatments, and nagbibigay din ang physiology ng guidelines para mas ma-maintain natin ang ating health. And hindi lang sa human, kundi sa mga hayop din. So examples and how is it related to me? Help to understand the health status. So sa pamamagitan ng anatomy and physiology, mas malalaman ko kung ano nga bang health status ko, kung may sakit ba ako or wala. And my brain and my heart. Kasi sa anatomy and physiology, especially sa anatomy, makikita mo kung anong laman ng utak mo, then pag hinaluan ng physiology, ano nga bang damage dito, same with the heart. So identify the applications of knowing the 4 basic reference system of the body organization. So yung 4 basic reference system of body organization are cells, tissues, organs, and organ system. But first, let's begin with the cell or the smallest unit. Beginning with the cell, the human body is structured at many levels. Also, next is the tissue, are formed by organization of cells. So kapag nagsama-sama sa isang lugar ang cells, ito ay tinatawag nilang tissue. While yung organs naman is na-form siya by organization ng tissue. So bale may isang cell, nagkaroon ng organization yung cells at naging tissue. Then yung tissue naman, nagkaroon siya ng organization which is magkakaroon na to ng organs like this. While of course, after nito, pinagsama-sama ng ang tatlong yon is magkakaroon na tayo ng organ system which is such as like respiratory system, skeletal and muscular system. Ito din ay nagko-compose ng organs like lungs, heart, liver, small and large intestines. So explain the function of the integumentary system in relation to the 10 organ system of the body. The first one is the protection. Alam natin na integumentary system is all about the skin. This is whereas the skin is the largest part of our body. So protection. The skin shields the remainder of the body from natural elements such as wind, water, and ultraviolet ray. Ultraviolet light. So yung skin shield naman, ito yung nagpo-protect sa atin from winds, from water, kung madidetect din ang skin na to, kung malamig or mainit, and also the ultraviolet light or yung sa araw. Because of the presence of keratin and glycolipid layers in the stratum corneum, it acts as the protective barrier. So kung walang presensya ng keratin and glycolipid layers, hindi yung mapupuntahan ng ating skin against sa water loss or pagkawala ng tubig. It also serves as the first line of defense against abrasive activity caused by great bacteria or hazardous chemicals. Sweat glands produced by dermatidians, which has antibiotic characteristics, which helps bacteria from colonizing the skin surface. Next is the sensory function. Because the skin, particularly the hairs projecting from the hair follicles in the skin, can sense changes in the environment, you can feel an ant crawling on your skin and flick it off before it bites. So yung hair natin sa skin, sobrang lakas siya makasense ng kung ano man, like mararamdaman mo kung may kahaga sa'yo or kung may biglang kumagat man, bigla kang kikalabutan. The hair root plexus, which surrounds the base of the hair follicle, detects the disturbance and sends the signal to the central nervous system, which is the brain and the spinal cord, which can then react by activating the skeletal muscles of your eyes to stay the hand and the skeletal muscles of your body to fight it. Okay, next is the thermoregulation, from the word thermo or heat. The sympathetic nervous system, which involves in our fight or flight responses, help regulate body temperature through its close relationship with the integumentary system. The sympathetic nervous system monitors the body temperature and initiates appropriate motor responses on a constant basis. Remember that sweat glands secrete water, salt, and other things to cool the body when it becomes too hot. The last one is the vitamin D synthesis. When exposed to ultraviolet rays, the epidermal layer of the human skin produces vitamin D. Ito yung epidermal natin. And nagproduce siya ng vitamin D. In the presence of sunshine, means the sunlight, the skin produces cholecalciferol, a vitamin D3 derived from the steroid cholesterol. Cholecalciferol is the metabolized in the liver to calcidol, which is subsequently processed in the kidneys to calcitriol, the active chemical form of the vitamin. So kung tatayin ko ano yung active chemical form sa vitamin, it is the calcitriol. Vitamin D is required for appropriate calcium and phosphorus absorption, which is necessary for strong bones. So yung vitamin D, nakaka-help siya ng pagtibay ng ating buto. Alam niyo, example is, di ba yung mga babies, lagi silang pinapaarawan around 7 a.m. Kasi that time, healthy ang sun at ito ay nagbibigay ng vitamin D sa atin. So based on what have you learned about in the integumentary system, explain in detail how a wound heals. Collagen is a firm white fiber that forms the foundation for new tissue and is produced by red blood cells. Granulation tissues fill up the wounds. As it heals over this tissue, new skin starts to grow. The borders of the wound grow inwards as it heals, making the wound smaller. So yung collagen and white fiber, proportion ng foundation for the new tissues, at itong new tissues ito is produced by the red blood cells. While itong new tissue ito ay tinatawag na granulation tissue, which helps to fill up to heal the wounds. So sa pamagitan ng tissue na ito, yung border ng wound ay mag-initially heals and it make it smaller than, magiging mas smaller siya kaysa maging mas malaki yung sugat. Explain homeostasis and give examples of disorder of the integumentary system due to homeostatic imbalance. So homeostasis, from the Greek words for same and steady, refers to any process that living things use to actively maintain fairly stable conditions necessary for survival. So yung homeostasis naman, ito yung balance sa ating katawan, like balance of the blood, the water in our body. So kapag na-balance to, mas may help ang body natin mag-function at mag-function at makasurvive sa anumang mangyayari. So these are the examples of disorders. Number 1 is the homeostatic imbalance of the skin, which is the tissue damage and cell death, which is caused by the heat, sa sobrang init, and of course, electricity. Maging maingat din tayo sa mga electricity kasi sobrang delikado na, kaya be safe. Also, the ultraviolet radiation. Ito ang pinaka talaga. Kasi kapag hindi ka nag-ingat from this ultraviolet radiation, mas masisira ang skin mo. And then the chemicals, di lahat ng chemicals ay safe, pero di mga toxic na chemicals, kaya mag-ingat tayo dito. Results in loss of body fluids and invasion of bacteria. Invasion of bacteria, kapag meron kang disorders ng integumentary system, mas magiging makalat ang bacteria at kapag hindi naagapan, kakalat na mula brain na delikado hanggang sa pinakadulo ng parte ng ating katawan. And that's all. Thank you everyone for listening and hope to see you soon. Bye! But please don't forget to subscribe in our channel, which is the BSED-3D Science. Thank you.